Alright, g'day guys, Matt Preston built cruisers. Now very exciting, we've got a massive 76 series here, big 1VD V8. Now this is a 2019 model and this is Justin's, and he doesn't want to be in camera, but doesn't mean we are not going to do a huge rig rundown on this. Now also should mention this car is for sale, so yeah, if you're interested at any point, go send Justin a message on Instagram and yeah, he can send you the details. But yeah, let's get through the car. Alright guys, at the front end here, so pretty obvious what bar this is, just a big ARB bull bar. Now I'm pretty sure this is the deluxe bar because you've got the fog lights option in there as well. And up here, these are two 9-inch steadies with the same sort of sandy taupe colouring, matching the paint obviously, which looks quite nice. And as you can see here, can't miss it, two big GME aerials, 6.6 dBi with two GME folding brackets. So super aggressive look, I love this sort of setup. And I think it really suits the style of the car. And obviously we've got the standard sort of sandy taupe paint, which I think looks really nice. I like it, same as the Prado, looks very good. And huge brush bars here, ARB also, which go down over the arch into the little rock sliders. And that top's been also custom painted black. Normally that is like a silver sort of color with the ARB, but that's been black painted, which looks really nice in my opinion. Big 4-inch snorkel here, black powder coated up the sides, so obviously super practical, super durable, not going to break like a plastic one. I think they look really tough. I want to get one of these. All right, so lift here, big lift on the 76 here. So it's got a 4-inch lift, superior engineering for most of the gear, like coils and bigger sway arms here, but it does have Fox shocks, and they've also been at Mike's shop. So these have probably been custom dialed in to carry a bit of extra weight and load. And then even the sway bars, they've got superior engineering, little extensions and all that sort of good stuff. So it's got a big lift, and obviously the tyres here, main point of any car, big 35s. So these are the rough terrain Kenda tyres here. These are obviously 35, 12.5, rim 17. They've still got that sort of aggressive sidewall, which obviously is practical obviously for off-road, and really gives that nice aggressive look which everyone's after with the mud terrain. And yeah, we've actually got a similar pair of these paired up with the 60 shortly, which will be very exciting. These are paired with some Methods here, so Method racing wheels, and it's got that sort of nice bronze with the black imitation B-lock, which looks super aggressive and super nice. It sort of matches that sandy taupe look. And then these at the front are auto-locking hubs, which is very nice, unlike the 60 series. All right, so the rear here, it's got custom 4-inch rear leaf springs made by Carl Springs. It's also got superior engineering tail shaft spacers. And also with the big 4-inch lift here, it's got extended brake lines and boosted brakes as well. And this also has superior engineering rear track correction spacers. So obviously with the 76s, as we know, the rear is not as wide as the front due to the big V8, but that's all sorted now on this, which is a must do. All right, so we're just on the side of the 76 here. Now we just got a Rhino Rack Pioneer platform rack. So yeah, I mean, I've got one of the Prado, they've been really good and they're not too heavy, unlike steel racks. And then up here, we've got about 120 watts solar panel just sitting up there, obviously to charge the battery. So that just sits up there. So quite a simple setup, no like rooftop tent or anything, but you know, gets the job done. And you've got the practicality of the roof rack up there as well. All right, so we're on the back here, the big 76 now. Down here we have a unique 4x4 rear bar. So quite a nice rear bar, and obviously unlike some other rear bars, this actually goes all the way to the rear flare and then connects back up to the chassis, which is what you want when you get a rear bar. A lot of them will just cheap out and go straight up only in the back. But you do need to do your body chop, which is obviously happened here. But yeah, like I said before, huge protection. So that's really nice. All right, any good car is gonna need a nice rear setup. So this 76, they've done a really nice clean setup in the rear. So we'll just jump here in the back. Obviously got the little barn door set up here. And you also note how when I move this, it's moving the swing away. So there's a little connector in there, which is really nice. And that just means you don't have to use a latch on a rear bar or anything. It's just gonna open up nicely. So in the back here, got the big 40-litre Evercool fridge. So that's the biggest sort of drawer fridge you can get in terms of size on the market at the moment. So super practical, super easy to get into. No matter how high this is, you can just get your drinks really easily. And we jump over here on my right. You can see here we've got two little drawers here. So we've got a top drawer here, which is full of your recovery gear. You can put your cooking gear in here as well at camp, super easy. And this is all custom aluminium cut drawers, and it's all obviously painted sandy taupe, which matches the exterior, which looks quite nice, a little bit different. And then down here we just have a sort of large like prep area for cooking, meals, whatever you want to do, and a nice solid table there. Underneath, we've got 3 Anderson plugs. So if you've got solar, want to charge anything, you can just plug them straight in there. And then up here, just above the fridge, you've got 12 volt for electric blankets and USB ports for phone charging, which is really cool. Justin used to sleep in the back of this. So we've obviously got we've got some marine carpet up here with a little sort of fly net, which has little magnets, which is really cool. So you literally just unmagnet that and you can get in. And obviously, you know, keep all the flies and bugs out, which there are heaps right now. All right, so up here we've got a EcoX gear speaker. It's a big one, it's like the width of the roof, but that's got party lights and that good stuff. So that's just up here at the back. So yeah, Justin says, rocks up to camp, get the beer, speakers right there, turn it on, boom, whole camp's got sound. So really cool setup, really like that. And obviously with all the rear seats in the way, you'd fold that down, put your mattress in there. And then in here, we've got the 12 volt setup. So this big panel comes off. Here we've got a 120 amp lithium Energive battery, and we've got a 40 amp DC-DC charger. So that's all super nice. Obviously runs off the front battery, that charges up nicely. And you know, that's all you sort of really need for a setup when you're pretty much just running a fridge 24/7. So that works really well. And we've obviously got the solar up there as well, charging that all up. All right guys, engine bay, most important part of the car. Now, this is a 2019 1VD, obviously V8, top mount intercooler. So this has done 140 Ks. So, you know, not too bad for considering it's also quite a recent model. This is a 1300 Newton meter MPC clutch. All right, so this has an elite diesel tune, 675 Newton meters of torque, and it's also got 215 horsepower at the wheels with 35s, which is very impressive. So more of a reliable tune, more of a safe tune, and obviously super practical, and you know, use a little bit less diesel and practical. So really reliable engine in here obviously as well. And with 140,000 Ks on the clock, you know, it's still got a long life to live. So very clean in here, just clocked in for an old Landcruiser. All right guys, the interior. Now, in terms of mods, this is almost everything. It's really, really nice in here. So let's just get through one by one. So down here, right throughout the center, we've got a custom console by department of the interior. And yeah, this obviously gets cup holders, because you know, 79s don't exactly have many, or if any at all. So we got 2 extra cup holders, big sort of storage area, USBs on the front here with the Sonava ports as well. Obviously manual gear shifter with the custom top head, which is really nice. And then even just little things, like all these little air vents have matched exterior paint, little sandy torque rings. And in the middle, we've got a big Kenwood system here. So that's obviously really nice. Brings it to the modern century, touchscreen, select all your music, that sort of stuff. And we've also got 1-stone armrests, same as the 60. Those magnet on, really nice, and you get the extra cup holder. So they are a must in my opinion. So I do rate that mod very much. In the middle here, GME XRS Connect. So obviously GME's flagship UHF right there. And that just goes straight in the dash, which is really neatly put together. So you can literally just unplug it, throw it in the glove box and have a clean look, whatever you want to do. PVS automotive steering wheel. So obviously makes it way more modern. All these buttons on the steering wheel as well. And just so much nicer for those long road trips. You've got a nice steering wheel to grab on there. Up here, we've got a overhead console with LED lights, switches. You can put your glasses in here, really whatever you want to do. And that's by Outback, that one. And yeah, matches the interior, super nice, super practical. Now the seats, these are probably the biggest upgrade of the whole car. Very, very nice. These are matched off a VF Commodore, and they're custom, and they've just got the nice sort of leather with that sandy torque sort of design on the edges, and really just matches the interior, and super supportive as well. Like really hugs around your back and just super comfortable, because as we know, the seats in these cars are atrocious when they come from factory. So that's super good for those long road trips. Then up here on my right, we have 2 little gauges here on the pillar. So we've got a Victron energy gauge, so that's telling me my battery, and it actually says right now 100%, which is pretty cool. Down here in the front, we've just got the sand grabber floor mats. Obviously super practical. This is, remember, carpet interior, so keep all that sand and mud off, fill them up with water and mud, get them out, hose them down, ready to go. So they're a must as well. All right, and talk about a wicked sound system. This has actually got Hertz speakers, 4 of them in each doors, and that's obviously, they've got tweakers. It's got a Pioneer amp and a Kicker subwoofer. So In terms of sound, this is going to be insane, especially good for a farm truck. And also for the side, we've got the custom mold and trimmings for the door pockets, obviously, because these cars don't come with them. And obviously, you know, super practical. You put your cup in there, UHF, whatever you want to put in there. So yeah, in terms of a sound system, this has probably got one of the better ones. All right, so in the back here, we just got some neoprene seat covers by the Wet Seat Company, obviously protect that interior. And then down below, we've got some of the sand grabber mats, obviously to protect that carpet in here as well. All right guys, so exhaust for this big 76 here, 4-inch all the way through. And it's got a DPF delete as well. So super loud, just gonna really open it up and be super reliable. All right guys, well this is Justin's big Landcruiser here. Now that's the rundown of the whole car. If you're interested in buying it, feel free to message Justin on Instagram because he's actually selling it for the right price. So if you want a mint 76, go ahead. But yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Myself or Justin will try to answer them. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, that'll help us out, trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And until next time, we'll catch you guys on Built Cruisers.